Y'all, is this camera on me? Welcome to the Victoria Take, and before we get into the first take, I just want to say thank you. I just want to create a collective space. This platform will never be all about what I can share and my voice only. I would love to learn with and from you all as well. So, for the first take, I really have continued to have this continuous topic pop up in my mind. And the topic is, you are right on time. You are not behind. We live in times where we see so much because we have these devices right at our fingertips. And this creates this illusion of all the luxury lives and the freedom of not having to clock in to 9 to 5s with content creation and relationships and promotions and perfect bodies and perfect faces and all of the different things that, different people may aspire to. And sometimes with all of the different influences that we have through social media and all the different platforms, we have to take a step back and reaffirm ourselves that we are where we are. We're trying. We woke up today. We have breath in our bodies. And sometimes that's just enough. It won't every day is not going to be a milestone day, You don't get your degree in a day. It still takes time. And I really bring this to the analogy of something that you're baking in the oven, right? So let's say the instructions tell you 350, but you don't know how long, so you just kind of continue to cut the light on in the oven, you look at it, you keep working, right? What happens if you keep opening the oven and the heat escapes, right? You pause, stop cooking it a little bit, check it, put it back on, versus just looking through the oven at the light. Or what happens if you cut the temperature up as it's cooking? So when you open it and the heat escapes, you start to delay, right, the cooking process, and it takes a lot longer versus you just being consistent, staying focused, and letting it cook, right? Or you start cutting it up as it starts to cook. Now, mind you, the instructions told you 350. The instructions told you, hey, just let it cook, let it go. Now, you keep cutting the oven up, and so now you have something that is baked, but it's either brown on the outside, burned on the outside, looks like it's done on the outside, and the insides are still uncooked, unprepared, not ready. That's where you get into, you look like you have what it takes and you have the things that you've baked out, but on the inside you don't have what it takes to sustain, because now you're having to do extra to maintain. And so I say all this to you all to say, don't rush your process. Everything that we go through in life, and people talk to me about this all the time, I always talk about seasons. What about where you are right now, what is it teaching you? What is it building in you? What is it inspiring in others around you? If nobody has told you lately, you're doing amazing. The fact that you have breath and life and you can go out and create and reset and try again and walk and chase your dreams. The world is yours. And I don't know, I too have to take a break from social media. I've really been going back and forth with God about this because I have been given the beauty of having a voice that is so much inspired by God. And I just want to keep it to myself. I don't want to post. I really just want to get in a cabin in a remote woods with my camper and my dog and relax. That's not what he has called me to do. And so being in my obedience, which is how I even got here with the Victoria Take, is knowing that all of our voices have power in them. You don't know what your walk, what you've learned, what you do, where you're going, where you've been, how it can inspire, change, and ignite something in somebody else. It can be, y'all, as small as a mustard seed, right? It could be something so small that through your kindness, through you speaking life, through you meeting somebody, through you doing something that changes somebody or generations' lives. That's why I say don't rush it. Don't let social media make you believe that you're behind or that you've just, derailed your life to the point where you cannot come back. I don't know if it's a generational thing. I don't know if it's a social media thing, but we feel like we are so behind. Everybody's moving forward. We got to be millionaires by tomorrow, which is fair. But can you give yourself time? Because anything that you want to do, content creation, building a business, building a family, building a solid career, doing investments, they will all take time, not only to learn as you start to experience those things, but it takes time to mature into the way that you probably see it. And especially with, and sorry, I keep saying, as you start to see your dreams develop, and I do this too. I have a dream in my head. I have this thing that I feel I'm called to do that God has given me, and it's just not here yet. So I end up grieving, end up feeling behind, feeling like I'm lazy, feeling all of these things. And you have to take a step back. You're not lazy. You're trying. You're working. One of the things that I've also realized, y'all, is you can work really hard at something for a really long time, and the moment you want to take a step back or take a break from it, that is your moment of breakthrough. So I say all that to say, y'all, you're not behind, you're right on time. Stop listening to everything around you and tune in and affirm yourself that the pace that I'm running is the race of my own. And if I want to wake up one day and walk this race, that's what I'm going to do. If I want to wake up and try and sprint, that's what I'm going to do. But just make sure you don't get fatigued at whatever pace. Run your race at your pace. You're doing amazing. You're doing fine. And y'all, that's all I wanted to leave y'all with, or start off with the Victoria take. I'm so grateful y'all are here. I will post a lot more videos about who I am, what I do, the things that I've learned, to share my testimonies with you all. And until next time, y'all, listen, be kind and take care of yourself. Later.